Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Nnamdi Kanu blows out over Sowore's arrest, reveals next action. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has spoken against the arrest of the publisher of Sahara Reporters, Omoyele Sowore, calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to ensure his immediate release. Sowore, a former presidential candidate, was arrested early Saturday by security operatives suspected to be from the Department of State Security, DSS. The arrest is believed to be connected to the Revolution Now protest, which is set to commence nationwide on August 5th. Kanu took to Twitter to express his displeasure. Fulani tyranny and primitive dictatorship will never win this war against the massed ranks of oppressed people in Nigeria. Suppressing the right to protest in a so-called democracy will only hasten the collapse of that zoo. Hashtag Free Sowore and allow the hashtag Revolution Now right to protest. Kanu fired on Twitter. A lot of people have, come out to condemn this act. Atiku has come out. Ezekwesili, people have really come out. What are these guys afraid of? What are you afraid of? If you are really loved by people, if you are done the needful, people will be singing your praises. Why are you guys arresting this guy? Why are you guys arresting him? What is the basis for arresting him? Why now? Why now? Like I said before the election, nothing of such happened. Why is it that because somebody is calling for a protest and the next thing and the protest was supposed to be for tomorrow or on Monday, sorry, just today, 2 days before the protest, we started hearing a lot of things. And I'm sure, because just like what we said, just like the case of a Two-Face, maybe they must have met with him and maybe he has never, he doesn't really want to back down. That is my opinion though. Because they say, okay, this guy, yeah, it's like you want to be stubborn, then we're going to show you. Because who would have arrested him? What has he done? Because we've not heard lately that he has done anything or he has infringed or he has said anything that he was not supposed to have said. All of a sudden, just this morning, he was arrested on what? And no government official has really, made a statement concerning this. If they are not aware or if they are not part of this whole thing, let them make a statement. And who is in charge of that arrest? At least police must have come. Police will not just come from nowhere. We don't have a private police that will just come and arrest people. I'm sure before they will come, they have the warrant to arrest. So it's going to be coming from the power that be. So everybody is talking about this thing. Are they trying to say that there shouldn't be any protest? Or is it a crime to protest, for what is not, going on fine in the country? Those are the intimidations that we get, and those are the things that they have used, most times to really depress us. They will bring all manner of things. The first thing is, poverty. A lot of people, even for that day, a lot of people will not want to come out. Some will like, oh, let me go for where I get my daily bread, because there's no backup or no backing anywhere. If they don't go that day, they feel that the whole world is going to collapse, and you cannot blame people because of that level of poverty. But I just believe the poverty has not gotten to that extent, and the suffering has not gotten to that extent. Nobody will tell you. All those ones that we are still talking, you want to go to your business place. I'm not interested. I'm not this, I'm this and that. They always say, now one person they die. I'm not this, I'm not going to do this. I don't have time for that. When it has gotten to that level, nobody will call for protest. Everybody will be begging, please, let's come together. Even before somebody will raise an alarm, before somebody will raise, make that suggestion, you will see people coming down out of their own, on their own accord. It has not gotten to that level. I think it's getting there gradually. And that's why a lot of people are still talking. By the time it gets there, everybody will even suggest. Not that somebody is going to suggest or is going to say, okay, what do we do? It has not gotten to that level. I think some people are still really, they still have a way of, managing the whole thing. the way they are still managing themselves, they still have a back door of managing the whole thing. If it has gotten to that level, nobody will be held back. Nobody will say, I don't have time. It's none of my business. I don't want to die. I don't want to do this and that. Like those people, the so-called leaders, they have used all manner of tactics. They've used religion. They've used the tribal sentiment. They use a party affiliation, to discourage a lot of people. But one thing is that let them continue doing what they feel they can do. They believe they are so smart. Areas which they are supposed to smart, they will not be smart there. They are so smart in doing the wrong things. If you are really smart, you need to be competing with other politicians outside the country. You go and see what these guys are doing to their people. You dare not say you want to go and be, putting your hand inside the cookie jar. You want to be doing some kind of a, illegal this thing. It's not as if maybe they are so perfect over there, but the degree at which, the corruption is over there, you can't compare it with what we have here, because they just do all manner of things with impunity that nobody will ask me. I'm in charge. I can do and undo. You can just arrest people. People just want to say something. The next thing, you frame them up. That's what we've been talking about. They will just try to frame you up. Why would you want to discourage people? It's not everybody that you can just intimidate. There's some people that can just, I don't want problem. Okay. I'm going to leave everything if that's what you want. It's not everybody. It's not everybody. And the rate at which they are, manipulating a lot of things. All the politicians, because they've not really called themselves to order. Look at the people at the Senate. What kind of meaningful bills have they really passed? None. The only bill they only pass is their constituency allowance. All those irrelevant things that will not make impact in the lives of people. Those are the bills that they will be passing. Those are the bills that you see them sweating. When it comes to that, when it comes to money that is going to come to their hand, that one is not even, we are not even talking of the allowances they get. We are not even talking about their salary. They will just come and bring some kind of normal salary. Somebody will say, my salary is 750,000. Senate president will come and say, my salary is 300,000. Governor will say, my salary is 400,000. This and that. What are the other things that you guys collect? Do you bring them to us? Do you reveal them to us? It was only Shehu Sani that said they take close to 15 million naira every month, just one person. What is their qualification? Most of them don't even have qualification. We see them, displaying all manner of a forged certificate. It takes somebody almost five years or more than that to produce WAEC certificate. On what ground? We see a lot of people, and these guys are the people in those days, they went to school free of charge. They got everything, the system of education, the system of everything that time. It was really on point, because it was not quite long the British handed over everything to them. And at the end of the day, those are the same old people that they cannot even replicate what they were enjoying in those days. And now you'll be blaming youth. You'll be saying youth are this, they are not serious. You will call them all manner of names. You will say they are lazy. The kind of stress that the youth pass through these days, you never passed through all of those things, and you cannot replicate them. You are older people. See all these old politicians. So what kind of things are they teaching the young ones? When you talk of corruption, they are the ones. They are the ones who have been, in leadership right from independence. What have they done? Nothing. And they will come and be advising people at their old age. They cannot bring themselves together. They cannot talk to themselves. All they know is, when it comes to sharing of the national cake, they become friends. There is no religion. There is no tribe. Old people that's supposed to be role model to the youth. You say youth are not doing the right thing. You say the youth are not thinking. The kind of privileges that you guys got in your days, we are not getting 1/10 of it. We are not getting 5% of it. See, everywhere is messed up. Are we supposed to be progressing, or are we supposed to be retrogressing? See the way they have bastardized all of them. All the ones between the age of 50 and 70. Look at them. Look at the kind of life they lived in those days when they were at our age. But what kind of legacy have they really taught us? Some of them have been in government since 1960, 70. And they still want to die there. What kind of people are this? And you call yourself elders. You see all the position, you see all the appointments. They are old people. See the man that is a ambassador to Nigeria in the US. See his age. You can imagine. These guys cannot even groom people. They were even asking the president the other day, are you grooming people? He said, no, they have to pass through this thing. That presidency, be president is not something you can just give to somebody. Meaning you are not, even if he wants to groom somebody, that means he wants to groom somebody of his age. You can imagine that kind of mentality. These guys, they don't like us. These elders, they don't like us. That is just what I'm seeing, because they can't even call themselves older. And when you talk of position, they rotate it among themselves. You see them, they are so old, they are so weak. Their brain is not, their brain is not working well because they are old. There's no way, no matter how smart you are, there's a stage you will get to. You will be diminishing. And you need to rely on your children. You need to rely on youth because of what you have told them, because of what you have, taught them. Because they have all it takes. They have all the energy. But now you are not grooming them. Even if you want to groom them, now what are you going to groom them with? 99% of all these elders, all these politicians, they are so bad. 99% of them. You cannot just say everybody, but 99% of them. So what are you guys up to? So guys, this is just where I need to stop. I would like you guys, let's have your take on this matter. Put down your comments in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening. Bye.